Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, we're going to be starting off with Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. What a tumble we've had recently. And then we're going to be hitting up the midterm, and then also after the midterm, straight to the long-term, of course. Got some nice, interesting stuff happening there as well. Once we're done with that, we're going to do a little BTC dominance. We're going to do a bit of fear and greed index as well. And then we're going to do a gold update coming through for my new channel, CC Investing. Nothing to do with crypto, just purely stocks, CFDs, Forex, all the other assets that I'd be trading on that. And then once we're done with that, we're going to jump through to some altcoin requests. So get your altcoin requests in the chat and I'll get to them as soon as physically possible. I can see Mr. Miles. I can see CTX has already got locked in for the first request of the day. Amazing stuff. So we will get to that once we're done with BTC and all that good stuff. And if you are in watching the stream, make sure you say hello in the chat so I can say hello back to you. We got Simon, we got Here Optimist, we got Mr. Miles, we got Tom, and also the one, the only Hamilton of crypto, who's just there. Who's just there. If you want to go check him out on YouTube, amazing trader, amazing streamer. Go check him out. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this, guys. Bitcoin has been pretty brutal recently, right? When I say brutal, I mean 17,600 brutal. That is absolutely unheard of. We were talking about this last week, I do believe. We were talking about this last week about getting to these lower prices. So we'll go into that on the longer term time frame, but let's do the short term first, because you can see we were talking about this falling parallel channel, guys. We were talking about this falling parallel channel, and we're talking about the level of support that we were flirting with the idea of having a bounce there, right? We did have a little bounce, right? A little bounce up to the volume weighted ATR band, but then cascaded down really quite rapidly. A lot of selling pressure coming down there. Now we did see that breakout that we were looking for, right? Yes, it's a falling parallel channel, so they tend to usually break to the upside, but we did see the breakout to the downside. Granted, for me, it was annoying because the candle body close that I got, it was like in the middle of the night for me. So obviously I'm in Thailand, so it's a time difference, like 6 hours or something like that. So yeah, this was gonna be a nice little short position. Probably a couple of take profits hit there, but annoyingly I didn't get in because I was sleeping. Right? It happens. It's annoying, but hey, there's plenty more trades on the table to be taken. So this brings me on to what's happened after setting that low of 17,600. It is a micro uptrend, guys. We are seeing an uptrend. We are seeing higher lows actually get set here, looking pretty good, invalidating lower highs with confidence here, right? With confidence, setting prices around 20K, all the way up to around 21, near enough 21,000 there. Now, that does bring me on to the resistance of the top side of this parallel channel that we were talking about last week, right? We've currently hit that, guys. We've hit that, we've come down, and we're trying to set a higher low here on the major moving averages, the 55, the 21, we're below the 10 SMA, but you can see the price action channel is trying to hit us up with the confirmation, the continuation of the uptrend there. So if we are going to have any more spike in momentum here, I would look at prices for around 20,500 and also up to that trap zone. You can see here, we do have that trap zone in terms of these filthy, horrible little wicks there. It's going to be around 20,700. If I'm going to be longing Bitcoin here, guys, if I'm going to be longing Bitcoin, I want to see a nice candle body close above this trap zone, above 20,800, and my first take profit is definitely going to be around 21,350, right? You can see the resistance that we do get off this area. Let me plot a horizontal in there for you beginners. You can see this is the area that we are going to be looking for resistance. Plenty of resistance there. So if we are going to go long here, then we're going to definitely be taking a nice little juicy amount of profit there. In terms of percentages for that, we will do measure moves in a second, but percentages for that's around 2.36%, which is... it's a nice little move, and that's without leverage, guys. And I know some of you are leverage junkies, right? Slapping the veins for that hit. No, I'm obviously leverage junkies out here. I know you like to 100x and all that juicy stuff. I know it's really risky, and I would not advise it at all. But I'm not a financial advisor, educational purposes only. But yeah, I know 2.36% is obviously going to be considerably more if you are leveraging it, right? That's what I'm trying to say there. Now, that's going to be the move to the upside that we could be looking for. Let's do a measure move for that. If Bitcoin is going to break that 20,800 sort of area that I was just talking about, the measure move to the upside is going to be something along the lines of this, guys. It's going to be something along the lines of this, and it is up to the volume weighted ATR band, coincidentally, at around 23,220. Remember, this is the short-term time frame, guys, so this could happen fairly quickly. Now, in terms of percentages for this whole move, obviously, we're not going to be getting in until we've cleared the trap zone there. It's going to be around 11.16%, right? 11.16%. It's pretty good stuff indeed. You can see I've already got a couple of take profits plotted in from the last move that we were looking for to the upside, because as I said, it is a falling parallel channel, guys. These tend to usually break to the upside, right? So we need to be prepared for that. Do I think we're going to go up right now? Probably not, right? Have you seen the state of the markets around the world? horrific, right? So I probably would expect to move down. That's why you can see I've got this upward sloping parallel channel, which tends to usually break to the downside. So we will go through that fairly shortly because there is going to be a potential move on the cards today, right? Today, if we do actually see us start to cascade down that staircase even again, right, like we did coming through here, right? So yeah, the move to the upside, let's cover that. 11.16%, something to be looking out for there. And let's not overlook this trend line to the upside as well. If we do see a big spike, probably gonna be a good idea to close a position or be taking massive amounts of profit coming through from there. But yeah, that's going to be the upside covered. Let's talk about the potential for a move down back to the lower side of this falling parallel channel, right? You can see we've got levels of support coming through from here. The next level of support to be looking for, if we are going to see any more price action to the downside, it's going to be around 19,600. That's sort of the area that I would be looking for that initial breakdown again, right? If we can break down here, there's going to be money. There's going to be money to be made. Paper planes to be thrown here. You can see this is the measure move down, guys. We're going to be looking for something along the lines of this. The measure move down is all the way down to 18,200, which doesn't even seem that achievable anymore. I mean, it doesn't seem that unachievable anymore considering what we have seen over here, right? It's around 7.09%. And as I said, for you leverage heads out there, this is obviously going to be considerably more, right? So yeah, I would be looking for a candle body close, probably ideally below this candle body close here, so probably below around 19,435, and then my first take profit is definitely going to be around 19,170, and then we can basically get that breakdown following it all the way down like so, right? That's something that I really would be looking for today, with after having this pullback, and as we will see on the longer term timeframes here, it looks very, very much like a lower high is being set after that big crash. So what happens after that? We usually come down again, guys, if we don't break the most recent lower high, right? So yeah, I would expect us to be coming down if we do break this area here. I say that and we just have a big pump, right? Amazing stuff. Back up to 20K, guys. You can see we're still below the 10 simple, the 10 SMA there. So yeah, it's definitely something to be looking out for there. But yeah, that's what I would say about the short-term time frame on a little bit of a micro trend. Who have we got in the chat coming through? We got put a tenner in. We've got Lico 100, what do you think for today? Are you going to long today? I think I've pretty much just answered that in the TA there. A couple of different scenarios that we can be looking for there. And guys, if you're enjoying the stream, smash a like on it. It does help me out tremendously in terms of the YouTube algorithm. Alexander in the chat there saying BTC 13 to 15K zone, Ethereum 500 to 700 zone. I mean, it's really not out of the question, man, after we're seeing these insane dumps to the downside and also the state of the world markets right now. We're literally at the start of the hellish dump scenario, right? But yeah, let's have a look at other stuff coming through. You can see we've also got volume trending down, guys, perfect for a potential breakout to the upside or the downside, because this does mean either way in terms of direction, right? Let's have a look at the RSI, see what we've got coming through here on the shorter term time frame. I mean, to be honest, not that bad, right? Not that bad as of now, because we're pretty much central, right? So that does tell us that we can go anywhere. We're not overbought, we're not oversold here. So yeah, we could go either way here, guys. So yeah, this breakout scenario to the downside and the upside is still very achievable, right? We need to basically be prepared for that across the board. But yeah, let's jump through to the macadamia nuts here, the MACD. As you can see, we have just had that bearish crossover here on the MACD, guys. So that is insinuating a bit more downwards pressure, a bit of a downtrend coming through. So let's just see how that does plan out there. Let's move on to the longer term time frame, right? Let's move on to the midterm. Let's move on to the midterm. I'm not going to do a measure move down for that massive falling parallel channel as of yet, because that means we would have to break the low around 17,600. And to be honest, I would expect some sort of bounce before that. So let's move on to the midterm time frame here for BTC, and let's do some Fibonacci retracement. Why not? Let's have a look. Oh, as you can see, we did move our swing low down to that zero there, and the zero is going to be the price of around 17,665. That's where we pretty much bottomed out at this time. So I would really be looking for the Fibonacci retracement up to around 22,397. That's the area I would be looking for. But hold on. Look, we've got a lot of stuff in the way. We've got the volume weighted ATR band in the way. And we usually, once we've broken that, guys, we usually come back and we test it. And then we have another pullback to the downside, right? So before we're looking at this Fibonacci retracement, the 0.236, the area, probably for resistance here is 21,100. So if we're referencing that to a potential long position here on the short-term time frame that we were just talking about, 21,100 there, that's definitely going to be some sort of take profit. As you can see, we have got Pretty strong resistance there in terms of a horizontal there. So yes, if we do get a nice long position at that breakout of the falling parallel channel here, then we're going to be using that 21,100 area for a lovely, lovely take profit, as we just found out there on the midterm time frame from the volume weighted ATR band and the price action channel. Right now, let's talk about this. It's filthy, filthy falling parallel channel there. We are still cascading down really quite rapidly here. We have actually found this trend line again, this upwards sloping, this downward sloping support line. Maybe we can get a bounce here, guys. If we can get a bounce, you can see the support that we have found on this trend line before. So we might get something, but if we don't, there is going to be a breakdown scenario yet again, guys. The breakdown scenario is pretty rough, right? It's going to be pretty rough. And if we do break down the shorter term time frame, then I probably would expect to break down here as well. And if that is going to happen, then the move is going to be significantly bigger yet again, right? The measure move down from this falling parallel channel here is actually it's just disgustingly big, right? It's just disgustingly. I think we've already got it there actually. But yeah, disgustingly big, all around down to around 13K, right? So really quite horrific. But I would be looking for a potential short here, and I would be looking for a potential short if we can clear the 10 simple here in terms of a level of support, and also break down in terms of the support of this this downward sloping resistance line, right? That support line, right? Yeah, so that's what I would be looking for. And then take profit wise, we can be looking at these trend lines on the shorter term timeframes for our take profits there. Now let's move on to I do want to have a look at the directional movement index actually, because we were talking about this last week, and with the ADX looking quite strong, really quite strong. Yes, we were in a filthy strong downtrend, but what you can see is happening now, and this is what we were talking about, the potential of this happening. This is the strength of the trend, guys. When this is above 20 and 25, it shows that we're in potential for a very nice strong trend, right? And as you can see, we've got the bullish the bullish DMI and the negative DMI here coming for that bullish crossover. When we have that bullish crossover, if the ADX here, the strength of the trend, if the ADX, this little pink line here, if that is still above 25, is signaling that we could have a nice strong uptrend, right? We could. So let's keep that in our back pocket, and let's not forget about that little bad boy, because that's helped us out in the past, right? That's helped us out in the past. But yeah, let's have a look at potential divergences. Yes. Not ideal here. It's not ideal. We do have potential for a bearish divergence coming through here, guys. As you can see, we do have a high set here and a low set here, and a high set here and a high set here. So this is creating a bearish divergence, guys. So that is indicating some more selling pressure to the downside. So I do think we are probably going to be coming down again. So definitely be looking out for that. Let's have a look at the chat quickly. We've got Dr. Janix saying, Janix in the chat. Got my BTC orders in at 14K. Nice, Leo. Love to see it. Making that money. Remember, guys, millionaires are made here in the bear market. So get ready. Don't be scared. Yes, you might be in a bit of a loss for a while, but hey, when it does come back, you'll be making that cold, hard cash. That paper. You'll be throwing paper planes everywhere. Right, Mike's on the hunt. What up? What up, Mike? I see on the stream there as well, Tom. But yeah, let's move on to the longer term time frame here for BTC, right? This is pretty horrific, right? Pretty horrific. We were talking, this is obviously the weekly chart, guys. You can see here, we were talking about the idea, this is last week, coming down to this area, the high of the bull run back in late 2017 there. As you can see, this it pretty much got smashed, right? We were talking about this area as a potential bounce point, this little horizontal rectangular box that we got going on here. As you can see, 17,600 got tapped, achievable, but now we're sat right on this level of support, guys. So the area that I'm really looking for here to see whether we're going to bounce or see whether we're going to break here is going to be pretty much where we are now, right? Pretty much where we are now, sat on the top side of the high from the late bull run of 2017, and basically potentially coming up and testing this 200 SMA there, right? The 200 SMA is currently around 22,430. 423, right? In terms of a price for that, in terms of referencing, 20,423, 22,423. Oh, would you look at that? It's a 0.236 Fibonacci retracement of the midterm, guys. So that's definitely an area to be looking out for there. Let's bang a little cheeky in there in terms of a horizontal. Because that's definitely an area to be looking out for there if we are going to come up and have a potential bull trap, guys. Because, I mean, look at this. Look at this filthiness. Think like a whale, you're never going to fail, right? And as you can see, the whales have been dumping the hell out of the price. And if everyone's selling, bringing me onto the fear and greed index at around 9, if everyone is really just continuously so scared to trade, they want to throw a bit of hope in the market. They want to throw a bit of hope, right? A bit of hope coming through, saying that we've actually bottomed out here and we're starting a nice uptrend coming through, and we're going into another juicy, filthy bull run, right? Probably not going to happen as of yet with the state of the world markets. But what I would say here is potential for a trap coming through. The trap, I would say, is probably going to be around 22,400, as we have just said there. In terms of those statistics, let's have a look at the daily chart coming through, and let's look at the volume weighted ATR band, guys, because that is another area that we were discussing last week that we are yet to come up and test, and that is going to be around 22,000, around 22k, right? Around 22k. So it kind of pans out quite nicely to come up to 22,400 and then come back down in a volume weighted ATR band test, right? So yeah, it's looking pretty good there for a potential lower high to be set if we have movement to the upside, right? If we are going to see breakouts on the shorter term time frame pushing us right the way up, right? So yeah, a couple of things to be looking out for there for BTC. Let's also have a look at the RSI coming through. Seriously oversold here on the daily, so that's another thing to be looking out for there. Still breaking lows here. So no exact bullish divergence coming through that's really going to help us. Maybe here. Maybe bullish divergence coming through, but it's still very, very, very tight, guys. Very, very tight. So I wouldn't say that's the exact confirmation that we're looking for there, right? But yeah, in terms of where are we at? Horizontals to be looking out for. I don't know why. Oh yeah, right. That's the one I just plugged in. But yeah, that's going to be BTC covered, guys. That's sort of the scenario that I'm looking for today. The micro and the macro. But let's jump to the BTC dominance, guys. Talking about altcoins now. As you can see, we were talking about the idea. I think last time we spoke was around here. You can see we were talking about the idea of coming down to these pretty crucial percentages here, right? There's very strong horizontals here at around 44, 43% there. We're talking about coming down to there. And this is why you are seeing altcoins like ADA, XRP, they're actually holding their own at the moment, which is really quite good, considering the state of the crypto space, right? When I say holding their own, BTC is dumping like 10% and stuff, and ADA is dumping like 3 or 4%. So yeah, it's quite good. Quite good. ADA? Yeah, ADA. Yeah, quite good in terms of altcoins holding their own, having the BTC dominance coming down. But what I would say, please just be prepared, guys. We are looking for a potential bounce here. If we do bounce and we break 45% here on the BTC dominance, then I would expect altcoins to start to take a bit of a hit, right? Especially if BTC is having the continuation to the downside, right? Breaking those lows around 17,000. Now, that's going to be BTC pretty much covered, guys. I'm going to jump through to gold. Going to do a little video on gold for CC Investing channel, and then we're going to jump back to back to some altcoins, right? Yeah, let's sort this out. Right, see if I can record this. Right, jump to gold. Here we go. Right, let's jump into this. Is this gonna work? Nope, messed it up. Hi guys, and welcome back to CC Investing. My name is Chester, and today I'm here to give you a gold update coming through, because smash a like on the video does help me out tremendously. And if you are new to the channel, you know what to do. As you can see here, doing an update on gold, starting off on the daily. You can see we've got a parallel channel coming down. You can see the resistance on this downward sloping resistance line. Gold just setting lower highs continuously, looking pretty rough indeed. As you can see, we're just setting lows in terms of this trend. Really quite rough stuff indeed. I would say the positive stuff that I'm looking for here is this potential higher low from this low back in the 13th of May when we did see that crash across the board, really. As you can see, this is the high low that we have been setting here. I do really want to see a challenge of these lower highs here. If that is going to happen, there is going to be a breakout scenario, guys. A breakout scenario here for gold is going to be huge, guys. It's going to be absolutely huge. It's going to be very profitable. This is the measure move I'm looking for here. Still depending on where we're going to break out. If we do break out, you can see we're going to be above all major moving averages here as well. And you can see this is the measure move up. It's going to be around a 3.83% move there for gold, which we know for gold, that is absolutely massive, right? Falling parallel channel here tends to usually break to the upside. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there on the macro here for gold, aiming for prices of around 1,870, taking profit all the way up. I would say around another one at around 1892, and then probably another take profit around completion of the measure move 1917, right? So moving on to the shorter term time frame here for gold, see if we can get any sort of position coming through. I would say same sort of scenario coming through again, right? You can see we've got a trend line coming down like so. You can see we've got a trend line coming down like so. Nice little bull flag. And as you can see, we're looking for that break to the upside. So if you are looking for a short-term trade here for gold today, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only. As you can see, this is the move that could potentially be profitable. 0.54% to the upside there. Still above all major moving averages here. Still in a micro uptrend. Not looking too shabby at all. So yeah, not too bad there for gold, and that's going to be your quick gold update for the day. Right, really got to work on them. really bad. Yeah. Thank you for staying tuned, and hopefully I'm not boring you there. Let's move on. Let's get back straight down and dirty into crypto, guys. If you've got some requests, get your altcoin requests in the chat. Get them in the chat. I want to see that chat flooded with altcoin requests, guys. And I'm just gonna be doing loads of requests for you. The first request is for Mr. Miles. Jumping in quite early at the stream. Is for CTX. It is a coin listed on Coinbase here. Definitely quite interesting, right? Really quite interesting, because considering the rest of crypto has been trending down for this period, CTX has just been doing a mad one and doing huge pumps, right? I mean, it's not the worst chart in the world, but I would say there's still selling pressure to not be overlooked here, guys, because you can see we are seeing selling pressure coming through really quite rapidly here from when we do see these big pumps, right? So it's not the nicest thing in the world, but let's draw some trend lines and see what we got going on here. See what we got going on. This is something I would be looking for. You can see the level of support to the lower side here. If I can, it's just a bit choppy actually. It's, let me jump up. Let me jump up to a new time frame coming through. And guys, as I said, altcoin requests, smash them in the chat and I'll get to them as soon as possible. Yeah, probably something along the lines of that, and then a little trap zone to the lower side there. You can see this has had quite a lot of strength to the upside. Let's do some percentages, right? 195% there. Really crazy stuff there. 165% there. So yeah, this is I don't know anything about this coin, but it's clearly doing something good. Something right, whether it's a pump and dump scenario. It is Coinbase, guys. So yeah, that's something we need to take into consideration. But in terms of a trade for this potential coin, I would be looking at something along the lines of this, right? Something along lines of this, probably a descending triangle coming through there. Descending triangle coming through. I mean, it's gonna be pretty goddamn small. Let's get rid of the web machine for a second. You can see it's going to be pretty goddamn small because we are literally nearly caught up at the end of this chart pattern here. So I would be looking for something in terms of a measure move like so, right? And this would be breaking that low there, that higher low here in terms of this uptrend. In terms of percentages, let's have a little look at that. 15.81% to the downside in terms of a short position to be looking out for there. And for a long position, something along the lines of this, guys. This is I mean, as we know, descending triangles tends to usually break to the downside. So yeah, it's fairly unlikely that we're going to break up here. But hey, this coin's crazy, right? So let's weigh up all opportunities. We know how crypto behaves, right? If we do break down here, we are going to be below all major moving averages there. So yeah, it's not too bad. Looking bullish or bearish? That's the question. Bullish or bearish? To be honest, it's looking fairly bullish, I would say, considering we have got our lows set in here. We've got higher lows here, higher lows continuously being set, not being invalidated here, but we have been seeing quite big sell-offs coming through from here. So whether that's the devs selling into the potential buyers, or they're just putting a hell of a lot of money into marketing, right? So yeah, we'll just see how that goes. Yeah, that's sort of what I would be looking for here for this coin. Let's move on to another coin there. Let's have a look at the chat. Please tell me about Ava, says Rodit. Let's have a little look at Ava. Not on my watch list. Ava. Here we go. Here we go. As all charts are, bearish. Really bearish, breaking these lows coming through. Seen high prices of around, obviously this is back in April 2021. When did we see a nice go again? September, yeah, as expected. So yeah, still bearish, guys. I would say we are still coming down, breaking lows, setting lower highs. We saw a lower high challenge here, didn't quite get there, and then we came down and broke this low yet again. So yeah, I would say looking pretty bearish right now. We would have had would have had some sort of parallel channel coming through here, something looking along the lines of this, and then obviously we've seen the measure move play out like so, right? Oh, that's the wrong thing. As you can see, we have seen the measure move play out like so. So yeah, I would say we're potentially due a bounce and a test up to this 21 moving average here, 21 EMA there. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for, but you can see the resistance that we did see on that before. Let's jump down to the shorter term timeframes and have a little look, see if there's any sort of trade for the day to be looking out for there. I mean, symmetrical triangle chart pattern jumping at me straight away. Let's have a little Gandalf at that. Little Gandalf. Something along the lines of this, guys. Let me get rid of the WOD machine for a second. This is something that I sort of will be looking for here, potential breakout scenario here. And if that is going to break out, then it's not going to be the biggest thing in the world because we are on the hourly chart. But the breakout scenario here is something along the lines of this. Obviously, don't go copy any of these trades, guys. I look at multiple indicators before I just enter a random breakout, right? So yeah, this is for educational purposes only. 2.23% on the table to be taken there. If we do get a nice candle body close, I probably would be looking for it probably above this area, right? But that's 51, right? Around 51 bucks. Sorry, 51 cents. Candle body close above that. We're likely to come up to our first take profit, and that'll probably be something along the lines of this, guys, into this sort of tiny little range here. And that is going to be, again, that's going to be measure move completion. So I would actually jump down to a shorter term time frame and get more take profits in there, because you know me, guys, I like to have at least 4 take profits staggered in there, 25% each go, and we're on the breakout scenario right now. So yeah, I like to have the 4 take profits basically staggered in there. Good stuff. But yeah, let's move on to some other altcoins, guys. What else are we looking out for there? Who was that in the background? That is Hamilton of Crypto. Hamilton of Crypto, go check him out. He's on YouTube. My brother, right? We got Ethereum. Let's do a bit of Ethereum for Mike. That's on the watch list for sure. Currently today, I'm down around 3.65%. Quite fairly bullish on the shorter term time frame, right? Let's jump to the daily to start it off here, because this is horrific. Ethereum's nearly at $1,000. Did we hit that? Yeah, God, we did. We hit around 870 bucks there for Ethereum. Really quite horrific. As far as charts go, guys, we are breaking these lows with confidence, right? We're still breaking these lows with confidence. We've still got these lower highs coming through, and we're not coming up and testing these lower highs. If we actually come up and test these lower highs, I would expect to come down, set a higher low, and then come up and test it and break it, right? That's usually what happens in terms of a reversal of a trend there. But at this time, it's looking really horrific, right? This is probably due to I think one of the Ethereum. I tried to put hello in the stream, but it's mirrored. This is probably due to one of the major Ethereum stablecoins depegging. Sick of stablecoins depegging, in my opinion, but hey, it's obviously taking a hit for crypto, right? So yeah, in terms of trend lines and stuff like that, let's have a little look at what we're dealing with here on the daily. Let's have a little look here on the daily, on the Tom Daily. Probably something along the lines of that to be looking out for there. Is technically broadening wedge there. Yeah, pretty horrific. Pretty horrific. But yeah, it's not the most reliable thing in the world, because you can see we don't actually have that much support here. That we don't actually have confirmed support of where we are now, because we've only tapped it once here, and we haven't actually seen any upwards momentum coming through from there. So we don't know how strong the momentum is here. The momentum here is small as well. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's a very reliable source here. So I probably would be getting rid of that and zooming out a bit more. To get a bit more, I mean, it's just horrific. It's just absolutely horrific. To be honest, it's probably more something along the lines of this for Ethereum here for the potential breakout, right? As you can see, something along the lines of this, falling wedge. You can see the breakdown for Ethereum here is looking something along the lines of this. Volume extremely high here, not unexpected here with the state of BTC and all the rest of crypto, right? But the measure move for Ethereum is all the way down to negative, so that clearly can't be right. We'll bounce definitely before then. So yeah, that's very weird. But yeah, you can see we probably won't get anywhere near that low. The horizontals to really be looking out for there for Ethereum is going to be, let's zoom in to around these areas here. Definitely something along these lines here. Really small prices here, guys. I'm talking like extreme sales for Ethereum, right? Extreme sales. If we do get to these prices, I will be buying considerable amounts of Ethereum, right? Stacking it up, stacking it up. The prices to really be looking out for there for potential bounces here are 920, 730, 631, and 509, but bottoms here for Ethereum. That's sort of what we're looking for there. But yeah, that's pretty much Ethereum done. We could jump down to the shorter term time frame and get sort of a day trade going on. Potential oh, it's a broadening wedge again, man. Broadening wedges all over my charts. I don't like them. As you can see, broadening wedge, guys. The reason why I don't like them is because the swings are just like they get bigger as they go between that sort of range, and it gets more unreliable, right? More trappy in those areas. We like the called up when it calls up into like something like this, and it's more reliable with like smaller moves. Then we can really capitalize on those moves, right? But yeah, so it is still a trade. It is still something to be looking out for there. In terms of a measure move, I would be doing at the start of the chart pattern here, and it is to the upside here would be something along the lines of this, and then to the downside something along the lines of this, right? And that would see prices. To be honest, we'd have to, yeah, we could still get there. So we would see prices of around 537 for that if crypto is really gonna keep going down, right? Really quite bad. But yeah, let's have a look at the chat there. We got Jimmy B saying howdy all, nice to see you. Jimmy B coming through. Here Optimus says, where do you trade gold, Chester? MT4, bro, MetaTrader 4. Trade it on there. Don't really like MetaTrader 5. Been trading on MetaTrader 4 for a considerable amount of time now, so yeah, that's where I trade it. I tried to put hello stream, but it's mirrored. The call spoon was PA. Right, yeah. Give the video a like, guys, says Natalie. Let's jump to what was next. ADA, bit of ADA coming through there for Mike again. And guys, if you do have any altcoin requests, smash them in the chat there. Now, this is what we were looking for ADA. You can see this upward sloping parallel channel. We were looking for this potential breakdown coming through like so. The measure move was like this. As you can see, money was made. Paper planes, right? Really good stuff. You can see we got a very nice entry here on this candle body close here. Came up, didn't get anywhere near. First take profit, second take profit, all the way back up to entry. So in terms of percentages there, it was around a 3.67% made, and that's a spot trade, guys. So yeah, well done to anyone who did get involved with that good stuff. Let's get rid of this now and get some fresh TA coming through. Let's get some fresh TA coming through. I would say falling wedge off the bat. Yeah, I would say falling wedge straight away. Just maybe we could do something along like this. Yeah, we could do that, yeah. Yeah, so falling, we got potential for a falling wedge here coming through like so, guys, and that would be something along the lines of this, right? And this is going to be the breakout to the upside, because falling wedges, they tend to usually break up to the upside. This is what we're going to be looking for that. In terms of a move, there is other moves here to be looking out for there, guys. And it's around 11.2% to the upside. And then also I would be banging in a horizontal here, guys. I really would be banging in a horizontal here, because you can see the level of support that we are getting here. Really quite strong in terms of momentum to the upside. Really quite good there. Now, this is forming a descending triangle, guys. You can see, let me just, let me get rid of this horizontal and let me put in a white one so it's easier to explain to you guys. Doesn't look, as choppy, right? You can see now we're forming a triangle, guys. We're forming a triangle like so. Wrong thing again. Damn. Yeah, triangle being formed like so. Let me zoom that out like that. As you can see, bang, bang, bang. Very nice indeed. You can see it's a descending triangle, guys. Descending triangles, they tend to usually break down, right? So in terms of a measure move that we could be looking for, I keep saying so, right? Let's have a look at the measure move that we could be looking for here. This is speculatively speaking, guys. This is far too far-fetched at the moment. It won't be like this. It'll be smaller like this, right? It'll be that big because we have already touched the top side. So next time we get to the lower side here, this will be the size of the measure move, not that considerable amount that I just put in a second ago. So yeah, let's do a speculatively speaking one, something along the lines of this, guys. Something like this. This is what I would be looking for a breakdown here. In terms of percentages here, guys, in terms of percentages, we've got around a 12% move to the downside. And if BTC is going to take a crash and we are going to see Bitcoin dominance come up as well, then we're likely to see ADA actually take a leg down here. And to be honest, it's actually been doing very well, may I just stress, very well since BTC has been crashing, right? So yeah, I'm quite impressed with ADA, considering everyone says it's the boring coin of the crypto space, right? So yeah, this is I would expect some sort of leg down if we do see BTC crash and Bitcoin dominance taking a leg up as well, right? Now, key areas to be looking out for there. You can see we do have support here continuously. So if we do break down and we do go short here, this is going to be a take profit. Regardless of what happens, it's going to be a take profit for me because we know the momentum to the upside from this is very strong indeed. And it will probably bring us a big pump to the upside. Whether it's going to be this big, whether it's going to be that big, it will probably still get to that stop loss or even coming up to test this level of, it will be resistance at that point there. So yeah, definitely a take profit point to be put in here. Probably wouldn't be closing my trade. I probably would just be would be just would be just putting my stop loss to entry right once I've hit those take profits. Probably would have had a couple of take profits hit by then. Let's have a little look. Plot a few of them in. Did I put the background music on? Not sure whether I did. Yes, I think I did, but I think it's over. Not sure, guys. Let me know if the background music's on. Right, I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's what I would say about ADA. Let's bring up some moving averages and stuff. I mean, to be honest, we're below all major moving averages on most charts right here. So yeah, let's bring up some pivot points as well, shall we? Areas to really be looking out for there. As you can see, these are perfect take profits yet again as well. We've got volume weighted ATR band coming down as well, around 41 cents there. So yeah, there's potential for areas of take profit here. And also, if we do look to the upside, if we do break to the upside, guys, it's still not going to be horrific because, yes, as we just discussed, 11.2% on the table to be taken. And you can see we've got the 200 EMA and the 200 SMA there flirting with us having the idea of breaking them. If we break them, we could have a lovely level of support around this area. And this is where we're probably going to be looking for that lovely move to the upside, right? Moving on from ADA, let's do Solana next for here. Optimist. Solana is another one that seems to be doing fairly well here. We are seeing, I mean, now the chart's really, really clouded. Now we are seeing us still in this. I mean, how many trend lines have we got on this chart, right? I think we've just blended them all into one, right? So yeah, you can still see. You can see we're still in this. Can't speak. You can see we're still in this falling parallel channel, guys. This what is happening right here? What the hell? Right, just bear with me. What just happened to my PC? But apparently it was trying to print everything. Okay, right, let's start again. You can see a falling parallel channel here, guys, that we have been talking about for quite a while. We were looking for a breakout to the upside here. We did test that here coming through. You can see the measure move like so. That is actually going to change now. Maybe a little bit. I mean, we've got a bit of I should delete this trend line because it's really confusing me. Confusing everyone else as well. It's not very visually appealing, is it? So you can see a falling parallel channel here, guys. This is going to be the measure move up like so. Gonna have changed now to something along the lines of this, right? So yeah, let's put that in there. Let's have a look for ideal candle body close here for Solana if we are going to break to the upside here. Probably would like to break this high here. Yeah, probably would like to break this high. I mean, you could have a candle body close above, yeah, above 34.9 there, and then you could have a really, really quite shallow take profit, or even the first take profit around 35.5. That would be fine as well, or even 36. The likelihood of coming up after that breakout. Potentially, if we do come back down from that, that's also fine because we would have already hit our first take profit and then stop loss at entry. So yeah, not too bad stuff coming through from there. Let's get rid of all those for a second, and let's jump down. Let's jump down again, right? Let's jump down again. You can see we've also got a horizontal coming through here around 31.6. If we are going to see continuation down, I would like us to break that, right? If we break that, I would expect continuation down to around 28.88. What's next? Mike's on the hunt says, "What's up, Hamilton? Can see a little bit of bald patch on your head forming on the back." Simon. We've got Simon Brayston coming through with a bit of XRP, so let's do a bit of XRP. As Hammy says, Satan's coin. Oh god. Right, I think it's really thrown me off actually, not having any of my TA on here. Because I did TA on like all of these coins. So maybe I should just start across on the daily like I was doing before. XRP is doing horrifically. Also, I need to change on my charts to to something else. It's not good, not good. Yeah, there's a couple of things we could be doing for XRP here. You can see we clearly have a very, very strong area for a bounce here. And I'm not really sure how they're doing with the lawsuit, but I know they've been told to speed the hell up with it. So yeah, we could see good stuff from XRP coming through fairly soon. I mean, to be honest, it's been holding its own recently, like ADA as well. So yeah, we are seeing good stuff from XRP. When I say good stuff, I mean it's not cascading down, dumping 25%, right? Like other things. So yeah, XRP not looking too bad. Still bearish, guys, unfortunately, because we are still breaking lows and we have still got higher lows. Lower highs that we're not breaking. But let's see if we can get a trade coming through on the hourly. Let's have a look at the hourly. I mean, you can see straight away we're in a range, guys. Straight away we're in a range. Descending triangle, I would say something along the lines of that, just looking at it. This is going to be the trend line, something along the lines of this, guys. Probably something like that. As you can see, levels of resistance coming through very, very, very strong on these areas, right? Very, very strong. Now, also going to have a horizontal plotted in there and probably another horizontal plotted in there as well, right? You can see these areas of support, right? We're bouncing off these pretty strongly, right? So if we do see us come down here for XRP, I would, if we're going to have a breakout here, if we're going to see that initial breakdown, to be honest, looking at a candle body close here, could actually, if you got a candle body close even below, yeah, here's seems like a really nice area around 29 cents there. If we get candle body close below that, I would expect to be coming down to at least 29.65 and also 29.40, right? Speak. But yeah, let's have a look at the measure move down for that. Yeah, measure move down for that is going to be something along the lines of this, and that's going to be bringing us down to that major trend line there. So yeah, I probably would be inclined to actually take this short position if we do come down there and then stagger in those take profits as we go, guys. In terms of percentages there, still 10, 12, 12.5%. The key thing that I'm looking for these altcoins, it is going to be the Bitcoin dominance, guys. If we do see the Bitcoin dominance coming up, then it's definitely something that I would really be concerned about, right? would be concerned about. I can't see how long I've been streaming. Hold on. 44 minutes, right? Yeah, gonna get into the end of the stream now, guys. But yeah, it's been a good one today. Let's have a look at the altcoins quest coming through. We've got Hero Optimist saying a bit of DAG as well. That'd be cool. I see LR in the chat. Hi, Chester. Hope you're good. Yeah, I'm all good, man. Thank you very much. Sorry, not man. Yeah, all good. How are you? Hope you're doing well. What was it? It was DAG next, wasn't it? Do you like DAGs? It is KuCoin, and we did actually buy a massive lump of this. I think I got it on a ledger somewhere. It's a while ago I bought this. It was like pre-bull run, right? I think it was when we were in the bull run. DAG's actually not doing too bad, considering the state of the markets here, and that's probably due to Bitcoin dominance again, guys. So yeah, I would say upward sloping parallel channel here. A bit of a bear flag, I would say, coming through. So yeah, it's got the potential to break down, guys, but we could actually see us come up to the top side here before that happens, and that's around 6 cents, 8,743, something along the lines of that. And then if we do break down here, there is a short position coming through, actually quite a nice short position. As you can see, we've got quite an empty space here, quite an empty space in terms of consolidation. So we could actually see a very nice bouncing between this area here. So this is definitely something to be looking out for there if we are going to be trading DAG today, right? A couple of things there. Interesting stuff. I'm going to be doing I'm going to be shooting some T8 into the Telegram today, guys. And yeah, so yeah, just you can stay tuned for that. If you do want to join the Telegram community, jump into the description of the live stream, and you can do that there. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I am pretty tired now. Pretty tired, but thank you ever so much for tuning in. I will be back Wednesday with another good morning stream, but until then you can keep an eye on my shorts that I'm now doing on YouTube. So yeah, we'll be doing shorts every day for BTC updates and stuff like that. If we see some insane price moves, I'll do a short for you guys, a little update, and they're only like a minute long, so yeah, just throw some value your way if you are going to be trading these markets. But yeah, stay safe and beware, right? Just beware, be cautious, right? But yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester. And he says CC investing then. Peace, guys.